I'm Dylan Hughes, and this is the Royal Purple Durlike Diesel Drift Wagon project. Follow along, this is gonna be sick.
Dude, what do you think? Should we try this place? I hear it's good.
I know, everyone's been talking about it.
Yeah.
It's just the best place to go, apparently.
Yeah.
What are you gonna get?
I don't know. I think
you're gonna get chicken.
I think I'm gonna get chicken, yeah.
Okay, this is the harness bar for the rear seats, and this is a massive pain in the butt because if you think about the way that a tube works, the tube is a set length once you cut it. The problem with this is that you can't really get the tube into where it needs to live because I essentially want the tube to live at the longest point, which this tube is coming down at an outward angle, so I want it to be way out there, and then these two tubes on the X meet like this, so I gotta figure out, I can't like put the tube in there some way, so kind of having to get a little bit custom. The weld is going to have to cover the better part of this on the backside, but the seats will be blocking it. You won't be able to see it. It won't be my best weld because of the gap, but it will look okay. Okay, we are well underway on the E46 diesel project. This thing is looking about the same as it has before, but it's got a lot of time going into it, and that's all the tedious little stuff is all like the fab work and all the stuff before it starts looking pretty. But cool part about this is we do have a lot of really cool parts going at this thing. Today we just went and picked up the Big Duck Club body kit for this thing, so it's gonna be nice and stanced out, all sweet and wide. We got some Ab Band Racing Yokohama wheels for this thing. Carbon dash from Big Duck Club. We got all 4 carbon Kevlar seats for this thing, which should be pretty cool. The engine is right there. That's one that's gonna be going in it for SEMA. Radium fuel cell, new headlights, new taillights. This thing's gonna be pretty sick. Bunch of Part Shop Max suspension parts. We got all rear subframe bushings, all diff bushings, strut braces, front and rear for this thing from Part Shop Max, SLR steering kit for the front end. It's basically gonna be a full-on drift car. Try to get as close as we can to like my 36 or like my comp car and stack 4 people in this thing and go shred. It should be pretty cool.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Just putting the front end on.
Dude, look at that.
We got the facelift headlights, the Big Duck Club overs, an M3 front bumper, which is actually too wide, but since we have these wide body fenders, the too wide bumper actually seems to line up perfectly, so that was cool.
Dayton, what are you gonna do about this engine?
I'm gonna spray paint it. This is primer, and then we have some actual paint, custom mixed up Nardo gray Audi color, but this is our dummy motor that isn't actually gonna run, but we gotta make it look like the real thing. So we are going to paint everything, the whole motor, all the lines, all the parts, all the pieces, all of it, because that's actually how they come. It's kind of a diesel thing, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if you ever seen like equipment motors, they're all painted, so that's what we're gonna do. We gotta match what they do and make it look the part. So I'm going through and putting these cute little aluminum tape hearts on all the holes that go into the chassis to try to keep smoke and fumes and everything out of the cockpit.
Why are they hearts?
Well, you can buy pre-made like circle dot ones online, and I looked them up and I wasn't able to get them here in time to do this, so I went to Michael's just down the street and found a big hole puncher, and the only thing they had was a heart, so this is what we ended up with. Not too bummed about it though, honestly. I think it's pretty cool. Right there. Boom.
Oh, that's so neat.
Yeah. So you'll barely see them, but it keeps, you know, a lot of stuff out, because who would want to weld every single one of those little holes shut? You can put a sticker over it.
Let me guess, not you.
Not me. Definitely not me.
Putting hearts everywhere, just spreading love, you know? Just what I do.
All right, so we're gonna run over to OReilly Auto Parts. We're gonna go get a Superstart battery for the diesel drifter. Gotta get that thing cranking over here before too long. And also, if you were following along in the last episode, we ended up buying a 1998 Mercedes-Benz E300 TD, which is the car that the OM606 came in from the factory in the United States. So this is the car right here. This thing needs an oil change, so we gotta get some Duralec Row Purple in this thing, and then we gotta throw a filter at it. So a couple of chores to do. We're gonna run by, should be no problem. And this old girl has been treating us pretty good. She's our new shop car, and we're pretty much loving it. We're back. Bingo, how many do we need? 2? 3? Why 2? 2. Bingo, 1540. It's a 1998 Mercedes E300 TD. Oh my god, that thing's huge. Dang, that is really a huge battery. So this is the big bad Johnny right there. That thing's huge, dude. Literally looks like it's for my other diesel truck, like a massive one. Yep, feels like a diesel battery. So what, and what's the warranty on it again? 3 years. 3 years. Wow. All right, I love it. This thing is huge. So we probably want to have it go this way out of scene.
Perfect fit. Oh my god.
No freaking way, dude.
You, Dylan, on a scale of 1 to 10, how pumped are you right now?
About at 12 3/4.
Oh, that's pretty pumped.
Stuff right there. This is the, I believe it's the oil filter off of the NA engine that is going to be our mock-up engine for SEMA. And it doesn't fit with the billet intake manifold that we got, so I'm gonna do a block-off plate for now because this thing is not gonna run at SEMA, unfortunately. So yeah, hopefully well, it looks like from what I've seen online, the turbo diesel engine has a slightly different oil filter setup, and that's why that manifold doesn't fit. So whatever, no worries, just gotta drill some holes, make a little thingy, a little block off so it's not leaking oil all over the floor at SEMA.
Yeah, art project.
Our project, look at that.
For the motor plate, so you're gonna have an engine mount that goes, or this actually is gonna be bolted to the side of the motor. You can see this one right here. So just making another one of these. So 4 holes, it's gonna bolt to the side, and then Terry's gonna weld a plate or a tube to it, to the side of the chassis. Yeah.
So like, when you say Terry, you really mean
Not Terry.
Gary, who's also Harry, and Barry, and Richard.
All right, Sean, what do you think of this wrap?
It's pretty cool, dude. I like the glittery, accents to it. I think it's somewhat cool. It's definitely retro.
Goes in like this, little glitter, not like that.
Yeah, it's definitely cool.
excited that the car is done?
Yeah, literally, I was just actually talking about that earlier. It literally feels like Irwindale, which is the final round of the year, was like 3 months ago at least. It was like literally probably what, 7-ish days ago?
Yeah.
As soon as we got done from Irwindale, we just started thrashing on this car for like 14 hours a day, every day, and then slept like an hour and a half last night, got up at 4 a.m. this morning, drove out here, got the thing in, got all our credentials, did everything, and I went and slept for like 4 hours because like, I'm just beat, man. I'm so beat. I'm stoked the FD season is over. We did amazing. We got a brand new car, my third drift car. Diesel powered E46 wagon is close to being done. Still waiting on some parts, but
It looks
been a
done.
nuts year.
It's SEMA done.
Dude, it's SEMA done. We got Wi-Fi drive shaft. We got Wi-Fi transmission. What else we got? Started adding these little pieces to kind of bring back the body lines and the flares and everything. I'm actually really happy with that. So, got some sweet little billet pieces on there. It's a billet decent quantity UK inlet.
Dylan, how do you feel right now about being behind a police car in a car that's like 100% illegal to have on the road, yet we were told by policemen to be on the road?
On the road.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I'm just glad that we're behind him, not the other way around. If he was behind me, I'd be like, but like he's gonna have to like pull over, and then he'll probably yell something at us, and then we'll be like, we don't know. Oh, we're so dumb.
Your buddy told us to do this. He's like, I don't know that guy.
I don't want to do burnouts on the street. I just
What's the comfort level back there? Feeling it?
It's like an 8 out of 10. It's like a 7 actually.
I'm just
How about that super start armrest?
It's pretty good, dude. It's pretty nice.
Gets me juiced up.
It's got built-in seat heaters. I don't know if you knew this back. I was gonna say, what's the temperature on your bum right now, right next to the exhaust? It's like a 10-minute process. I made it though. We are here in Las Vegas, Nevada, SEMA 2021 in the Royal Purple booth, and we have our all-new diesel-powered 4-seater drift car, Wagon. It's been a pretty crazy project for us. We've been spending a lot of time on this thing, and I'll be completely honest with you, it's not 100% done, but that's kind of how it goes with the SEMA thing. So it's Flintstone power right now, but I just want to talk about this thing real quick. So this is a 2000 BMW E46 wagon. So all similar, actually identical suspension to my competition car, and that's kind of why we chose this chassis, just because I already have a lot of parts for it, already have like sponsors that help us out with some parts on it. So that's why we ended up choosing this chassis, and we really want to put some emphasis on the Duralec oil, the Royal Purple Duralec oil that we put in this engine. And we really just want to do something different. There's not a lot of people that do diesel drift cars, and I've had my eye on this engine for a little while now, for a couple years actually, and Royal Purple presented me with the opportunity to actually do something with this engine. So they said, well, we want to push the diesel oil, and it's like, sweet, I know the engine, I know the chassis, let's do it. So this is an OM606 Mercedes-Benz inline 6-cylinder. This is basically a diesel 2JZ. So this is a 3-liter inline 6-cylinder, iron block, aluminum head, 25-to-1 compression, turbo diesel engine. And the cool part about this is this thing like throws serious RPM. So what you think about diesel is like very low spinning, kind of like, you know, like a truck engine, right? The cool part about this one is this is a 6,000 RPM diesel. So not only does it like rev like it should, like a 2JZ powered drift car or something like that, once the turbo hits, it like takes off, and then it doesn't even feel like a diesel anymore. Really excited for this engine. I think it's gonna be super, super rad. 4 seats in this thing so we could take people for rides, and so that's pretty much my favorite thing ever. Like, I wanna share the experience of drifting with a lot of people, and what better way than to do it in a 4-seater car. So taking people for rides, and overall just stoked to be here. 2021, it's great to be back at SEMA. Yeehaw.